G'day everyone, it is Luke Davis here from DQC DIY and Supply. So, I went on to Reddit and I asked one of the most controversial questions in a predominantly American fence building group. I asked, why is timber fencing so popular overseas? Here in South Australia, everything is colour-bond steel. And I thought, oh yeah, I might get a few people with different sort of answers. But the comment section went off. 657 upvotes later, 391 comments. I could not believe the response I got from predominantly American fence builders and other people about why they build timber fencing. Not sure some of the reasons are that convincing. I'm a massive, obviously, fan of colour-bond steel fencing. Americans obviously aren't, but let me know what you think. I put a photo up of the video of like my second video, which was actually us building good neighbor colour-bond fence, the how to. So yeah, if you want to check that link out there, it's a photo of that. And the comment section was controversial. So let's go through some of the comments and yeah, let me know. We'll go through some of the pros and cons and let me know what you guys think. So one of the first commenters was Unfair-Pickle1209. He also is the most upvoted commenter, and he said, shitload of trees in North America. Okay, fair enough, fair point, can't argue with that. If there's a lot of trees, there's a lot of timber, and yeah, all right, Unfair Pickle, good point, we'll give you that one. Unfair Pickle 1209 again. You ask very good questions, man. It's nice to see you in this thread. But yes, the US economy is set up for wood housing. See Los Angeles today, unfortunately. Yes, housing is very, very different. Depends on what sort of cladding. I think even in America, they're using like wood roofs predominantly, which is crazy because another commenter commented about screws being in the roof from the photo that you could see. But yeah, obviously my condolences to the people that have lost their lives in the LA fires. I'm not sure, how much the wood fences or the, thin sheet metal does buckle, and there is a lot to that. Even the steel houses, there's a lot of research into saying that, burning is a lot more predictable than how steel, if the flames are like coming through, steel will buckle, and it still can be a lot less predictable about how that can buckle when under heat, whereas timber is like more predictable, that sort of fire motion. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's a pro or a con, like what Unfair Pickle's exact point is with that comment. And here we have accomplished_emu_658. The names just keep getting more interesting. I was thinking about this the other day. We had a forest fire 2 years ago and I was nervous. Yeah, I get cement houses get cold and stay cold and get hot and stay hot, but why aren't we using safer materials that wouldn't catch on fire and hold up to disasters? Yeah, very good point. So I'm guessing that this is another tick maybe for steel. Not sure, maybe he's saying we should build our fences out of cement. Not really sure where Accomplished Emu's going with that one, but nevertheless, let's go on to one of Accomplished Emu's 658's replies. And it's Revolutionary Bus 893. Disasters like fire happen infrequently to a very, very small percentage of the people. Cold winters and hot summers happen every year, so few people can justify living miserably every year on the small chance they will be exposed to fire. So, are you trying to say that if you have a steel fence, you're going to be living miserably? Revolutionary Bus 893? Not sure on your point there, mate. Next, we have Jaded Coffee 8126. I am the Lorax, I speak for the trees. If you don't stop chopping, I'll break your knees. Not sure where Jaded Coffee's from, but I don't think he's really sticking up for those timber fences, which everyone seems to be building over in the States. So, not sure where we're going there. We have Goober O City. Without upkeep, I strip and reseal my wood privacy fence every 4 to 5 years and will have to replace a piece here or there. It's about a day's work to pressure wash off old stain, blah, 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 and then the price. I'll be interested to see what the initial cost plus upkeep over 20 years is comparing this fence with a wood one. How much does a fence like this cost typically? Okay, so the upkeep on a steel fence is, you know, generally getting your hose out and getting rid of the bird crap and the acidic sort of thing. Maybe washing off the dog urine, because that's another thing that can affect steel. So very, very minimal. And then some other commenter, C and M84. It's about 100 to 150 AU per 8-inch section. It's very cheap and very quick to install. I'm not sure if... Oh, I think it's Sean DM. I'm not sure if Sean DM is Australian, but because he's talking in inches there. But yeah, and then it goes to King Jong Un's barber. That's wild. I assumed it would be a lot more expensive. And then Big Daddy Davies 89. If Big Daddy Davies dropped a vowel from his surname, he would have a good surname. Cheap as piss, can install yourself if you have the right Ozito tools from Bunnings too. The post and rail rebuilds, the post and rail builds would survive a nuclear bomb. Okay, Big Daddy Davies 89. Don't test your good neighbor fences out with a nuclear bomb, but all right. So I think we've sort of summarized that colorbond fencing's better within those comments as well. So not sure if where the point's getting here, but we'll keep going. Now we have Tunny's Bar. Wood looks like a home, metal looks like a mole. 26 upvotes. Nice Tunny's Bar. But that digs deep. Yeah, and then we got Banixy85. Yeah, honestly, can't imagine looking at this image and seeing anything other than a prison. Really. Hand wallets, honestly, probably half Australia agrees with you and still build with wood despite it not lasting as long and being expensive here. Absolutely hate the look of modern shoebox estates with corrugated iron prison walls. Well, personally, I actually think colorbond with the right landscape and greenery disappears a lot more than some of the other options, but that's what we're doing this for, an opinion. Makes sense then that to an Australian looks like home. Okay, I don't get that. Suitable way, 865. But anyway, Kind Apricot 22. How are the names? Because steel fencing makes the house look like some kind of prison or compound. Horrible look compared to a wooden fence. Alright, so you get the point. They think it looks like a prison or a mall. I think someone continues below to say it looks like a McDonald's, this beautiful colorbond fence. And that is really offensive to me, Kind Apricot. But that's okay, everyone's entitled to an opinion. OU at 1-2. NNA, wood is cheap, and we get to redo our fences every 10 years. How delightful. And it probably doesn't look good after a year if it's not maintained well. And it's a lot like, you know, I love timber, but it's a lot, well, obviously I'm a carpenter, I love timber, but yeah, it's a lot of maintenance. I do not understand how they can think that it would be the best thing to build a fence out of. But yeah, really selling these timber fences OU at 1-2. So yeah, keep building them and keep having fun building them. _Lebowski. Your fence looks awesome. That would be crazy expensive here in the States. Thanks to Big Lebowski. I really appreciate that, mate. Range _space_758 still is superior in every way. I agree. Primus _ it is okay to guess. Except cost. Hand wallets and appearance. Soup or sandwich and repairability. Highly disagree with that. It's modular. It's timber is a lot harder to repair in my opinion. Steel is very, very repairable. Exactly the same. I mean, timber might come in shorter panels, but still it's more likely to break, you know, more. And yeah, anyway, I disagree with that. Bronze still doesn't blend in with any creep myrtle. You'll find this kind of fence from new money on the coast. So Australia build quality far exceeds most places, from Sumo Brain and Mind of Mosh with the comment before. Yeah, good debating here. Some good points. Not so many good points. Or non-educated points, but we'll keep going. Forge Blast. Everything in North America is not trying to kill us, although I do like the bunker aesthetic. I'm not sure if you've been to Australia, mate, but I think if you're referring to the wildlife, they're not as big of a worry as you may think. But I think in America you just got to watch out for the people. Ford_perfect. Don't termites love wood fences? Few statistic and 740. No, I'd hardly disagree. I think wood fences are, especially moist wood, termites love, and so does dry wood rot, and like different sorts of molds and fungi. But apparently no. Famous refrigerator 40. Y'all Australians need stronger stuff to keep the aliens out of your homes. Still isn't strong enough. Or from the videos I've seen of Australia. Alright, famous refrigerator 40. I know what videos you're watching, mate, but yeah, I don't think we're getting raided by aliens or some of the stuff that you've seen. Maybe a very, very once-offs. What do we got down here? We've got Rampage 169, another point. We don't need to keep kangaroos, emus, saltwater crocs, etc. out of our enclosed areas. So cheaper materials will do the trick. Well, funny you say this, Rampage 169, because where I'm from in South Australia is where predominantly I would say 90% of the fencing is colourable in Queensland and some other states. I know timber is a lot more popular, and they're actually the states where there is a risk of saltwater crocodiles. But no, we don't have too many kangaroos, emus, or saltwater crocodiles, walking into our houses and wanting to have dinner with us. So, invalid. Vegetable retardo 69. We are poor and have taste. Yes, you do. Poor taste. What had happened was 13. Is it in case the EUs decide they are ready for round 2? No. The thing is, in our farms, we don't use colour-on fences. What had happened was 13. So, no. It's a build-up development in the States. It probably is very, very expensive if you're going to use it for farm fencing. Timber is the cheapest and brick is the most preferred. Okay. And then version Consta 7545, we will use wood till we have no more and then blame it on global warming. Alright, fair enough. Recent obligation 276, because we don't have kangaroos that will plough right through our wood. Okay. I've just got a kangaroo sitting on me deck ploughing its way through that though at the moment. How unfortunate. Another uneducated comment, obviously. Dependent Orchard 206. Because just like houses, Americans never paid attention to the Three Little Pigs fairy tale, and they build houses with toothpicks instead of materials that last, like rocks, concrete, steel, etc. I agree. I'm not sure whose side you're on though. Are you American or you're not? Apprehensive _COD 9408. You guys have affordable healthcare, so you can afford nicer things. Settle down, apprehensive COD. I'm not trying to get this political, mate. I just asked why you build your fences out of timber, not about your political views or who pays more tax or who should be the president. Cabana Maduro, because we don't have 9-foot tall ex-convict deer on 2 legs waltzing into our backyards looking for a street fight. Inappropriate, uneducated. Do your research. Never seen a 9-foot deer. Well, not an ex-convict one anyway. Mitch, 250. Are you kidding me? It's way, way cheaper. Smitch, or S-Mitch. What did anyone ever do to the kittens? Leave the bloody kittens out of this, mate. Lost Mind, please help. That place looks like a McDonald's. That one hit deep. Country code, because it's Australia and everything there wants to kill you. You at least got some sturdy protection this way. You're 100% right. Last night, I woke up and there was a brown snake over my bed head, and right by my door there was a kangaroo sleeping on my doormat, and then I went out to my swimming pool and there was a saltwater crocodile in it. Our critters don't want to kill us, so therefore no need to go nuts with higher security fences in the backyard, maybe. That one's hamming at. Very good points, guys. We've got to watch out for these kangaroos and saltwater crocodiles and everything in between. Green thumb fire starter. less things trying to kill us here. So the fencing is more for aesthetics / marking borders lol. As others have said, wood is way cheaper and it's easier to DIY on top of it. Disagree. Go check out my video, mate. It's easy as to DIY. And then let's just go through a lot. Cheaper. Looks like a strong fence. Thank you. It is strong. Check out the video. Metal is fireproof and lasts decades longer. I think he's on the metal side. You have animals and insects that destroy wood, I guess. Yes, you've also got those in the US. Maybe because a kangaroo can kick through wood and not metal, or whatever other crazy animals you got down under. Because timber is cheaper here, yep, get the point that you like cheap and nasty. Looks like a warehouse / prison. Where I live in the States, metal fences are illegal. Ooh. Illegal. So what a crime. Too expensive for us to import wood. City codes don't allow for steel fences. Just looks nicer, I guess. I hate timber fencing. It always looks shit after a few years. I agree. It's a lot of maintenance in direct sunlight. So there's the debate. So what a debate. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions, educated opinions about why in South Australia, where I'm from, colorbond steel fencing is probably what 90% and what actually is required under the law to put in the new developments. But overseas, obviously this fence building, I didn't realize how American populated this fence building sort of chat that I found on Reddit. This was my first post on Reddit. But yeah, obviously there is a lot of US fence builders in there. I didn't realize that. I couldn't find any others that were like Australian fence builders or anything, so I posted in this and I was interested to get other people's sort of views on it. But I'd love to understand I'd love to understand like people's opinions and why in some places, even within Australia, colorbond fencing is very, very popular, but then you go to Queensland and places like that, and I know timber fencing is very popular. They get a lot more water, they have a lot more wildlife, so it can't be those people that are saying that. Maybe it is just looks, maybe there's just different demographics prefer different looks. But anyway, we will keep on debating. Make sure you subscribe if you like this. More DIY content and everything home improvement coming soon.